Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Saturday Stories of Love. And as always, with me is Sophia, who's hiding, and Lucy, who's not. And how are we doing today, ladies?
Good.
Good. How are we doing, Lucy?
Good.
Good. So it's been the end of It's been an interesting week. Sophia and I have both had COVID, so we're on the mend. So we're getting back to the swing of things. So we figured we'd give you a short story. We thought we'd do a little story about a little boy named Freddy who's going to find God. And, we've talked about where we find God before, so we know he's everywhere, right? Okay, so we're going to read our story, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. Sound good? Okay. As soon as it moves. Freddy woke up one morning with a big idea. He was going to find God. He said to his mother, "I'm going to find God today so I can serve him." "That's a great great thing to do, Freddy," smiled his mother. She packed him a lunch and said, "Just be home by dinner." Freddy put on his jacket, took his lunch, and off he went. Freddy was going to find God today so he could serve him. As Freddy left home, he thought, but where would God be? Maybe he's on top of the hill overlooking our neighborhood. That would be a good place for God to be. It was a long hike up the hill, but Freddy made it right to the top. He could see his whole neighborhood, but he couldn't find God. So Freddy walked back down the hill, and along the way, he met a boy. "Hi, I'm Freddy," he said. "I haven't seen you around here." "I'm Leo," the boy replied. "I just moved down the street. Do you want to play?" Leo and Freddy threw sticks into the stream, spotted fish in the shallows, climbed a tree right to the top. Finally, they were laying on their backs and watched the clouds. After a while, Freddy said to Leo, "I have to go now. I'm going to find God today so I can serve him." As Freddy continued his journey, he thought, where else would God be? Maybe he's in the forest with the animals. So off he went to the forest, where he saw squirrels and rabbits and deer and birds. But he didn't see God. So Freddy left the forest and made his way. On his way, he met his friend Sally. "Hi, Sally, you okay?" she asked. "No," she shivered. "I'm playing in the park, but I'm getting cold and I don't feel well." "Here, you can wear my jacket, Sally," said Freddy. Would you like me to walk you home?" "Oh, thank you, Freddy," said Sally. After Freddy walked Sally home, he said, "I have to go now. I'm going to find God today so I can serve him." So off Freddy went in search of God again. But where God could be, Freddy couldn't find him. On the hill, Freddy couldn't find him in the forest. "I know," thought Freddy, "God must be in the city. There are lots of people in the city." So he went to the city. I think I see where this is going, don't you? I think I see where this is going, don't you? You don't see where this is? I think I see where it's going. The city was loud. The city was full of cars and trucks, and it was definitely full of people. But Freddy still couldn't find God, so he decided to leave the busy city. But as he was leaving, he saw a man. "Hi there, my name is Freddy. Do you need any help?" Freddy asked. "Well, hello, Freddy. My name is Jim. I've been sitting here for a while, and it's been a long time since I've had something to eat." "Would you like to have my lunch?" offered Freddy. I couldn't do that," said Jim. "You're a growing boy." But Freddy insisted. "My mom usually makes the best ham sandwiches, Jim." "Thanks, Freddy. You're welcome, but I have to go now," said Freddy. "I'm going to find God today so I can serve him. Take care, Jim." By the time Freddy was running out of ideas, he couldn't find God in the hill, he couldn't find him in the forest, and he couldn't find him in the city. Freddy wondered if God wanted to be found at all. He thought maybe he should give up and go home. Just then, Freddy had another thought. Of course, I know. God must be in the hospital, helping people who are sick. So he ran straight to the hospital. There were a lot of sick people waiting to see the doctor. Freddy was sure that God would be there, but he just couldn't find him. Sadly, Freddy left the hospital, but down the street, he saw a lady. "Hi there, my name is Freddy. Are you okay?" Freddy asked the lady. "Hi, Freddy," she said. "My name is Ruth, and I hurt my ankle today, and I need to go to the hospital, but I can't walk any further." Let me help, said Freddy. Luckily, there was a wheelchair outside the hospital doors. Freddy ran to get the wheelchair and wheeled Ruth back to the hospital. Thank you so much, Freddy, said Ruth. You're welcome, but I have to go now. It's almost dinner time. Freddy left the hospital and made his way back home. He looked everywhere for God, but he couldn't find him anywhere. When Freddy got home, his mother asked, Did you find God today? Were you able to serve him? No, Freddy said with a frown. I looked everywhere. I looked on the hill, I looked in the forest, I went to the city, and I went to the hospital, but I couldn't find God anywhere. Said Freddy's mom. What else did you do today? Well, I met some interesting people. Freddy told his mother about Leo, who was all alone, so they became friends, and about Sally, who was sick, so he gave her his jacket. And then he told her about Jim, who was hungry, so he gave him his sandwich. And finally about Ruth, who couldn't walk any further, so he helped her to the hospital. Freddy, are you sure you didn't find God and serve him today? His mother asked with a smile. I didn't see him today. I was looking all over for God today, Freddy said. You may not have seen God today, Freddy, but by serving others, I think you may have found him. Did you see that? Did you expect that ending? And there's a little saying at the end. It says, Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. So I think the whole moral of the story is that Freddy went looking for God to serve him and ended up finding people who needed help, which is what we do at church with our missions, right? The soup kitchen and all that other stuff. What do you think, Lucy? Yeah. All right. So I think we hope you enjoyed our story, and we apologize if we're all a little mopey this week. It's where we've had an interesting week. So we hope you enjoyed our story. We will see you in a couple of weeks. Lucy is waving over there. Is Lucy waving? And hopefully we'll see you in a couple of weeks. We hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.